Hello, hello, hello. I hope everyone is having a beautiful, beautiful day. This is your girl, Mystic Lady Z, and today is Friday the 13th. Yay! Friday the 13th. Y'all know why I like the 13th. Well, one, my born day is the 13th. Yeah, that's what I call it, my born day. Not my birthday, but my born day, which is the same thing, but I gotta, do my thing when it comes to things that have significance to me. Okay, I wanted to take this time to do a content reading, which I haven't done in a while. But here we go. I'm gonna do a content reading, and the name of the content reading is Be Resistance Free to Your Desires. Yes, resistance free. Okay. Words are only indicative of the vibration. Always have confidence in your ability to hear clearly the answer your inner guidance share with you. A true master of the law of attraction, which is LOA, that's law of attraction. Keep that in mind. LOA is law of attraction. A true master of law of attraction has the ability to always be in the receiving mode of what's in their vibrational reality that has been offered by the higher version of themselves. Be aware of the many ways that you are in the receiving mode or the resistance mode. Your inner guidance is always available. Yes, it is. Always remember that. Only you can hear your inner guidance. Only you, nobody else. So when you get those intuitive thoughts, they come from within. And you truly know yourself, because you can be possessed. I always talk about how you can be possessed by what you focus upon. How other people can influence you based upon your desires. And that's how you can be tricked. Because what looks good sometimes ain't always good for you. So that's why you need to know who you are at all times. I always be studying and practicing and meditating to get to know who you are. Let's continue. Our awareness of who we are and what we are capable of is to be brought to our attention again. Our focus, our superpowers, has been severely manipulated and controlled by our out of control emotions. I have a lot of those from time to time, out of control emotions, and our negative belief system of ourselves. This is the revolution in our society today. You create your own reality. You create your own reality by law of attraction. When we talk about law of attraction, we just talk about how things are being manifested within your life based upon universal laws. There are, I'm not sure, I'm thinking about over 100 universal laws, but there are, I think, maybe about 7 or 12 that is, used more frequently than others. Yeah. You create your, I'm going to start back from where I was. You create your own reality by law of attraction. You get what you think about, whether you want it or not. And by thinking thoughts, you create vibrational atmospheres that makes you conducive to the receiving of things like that. Law of attraction is the power of influence. Your inner being is within your vibrational reality. Your only job within this realm was to decide what you wanted vibrationally and offer it into your inner being. When we talk about your inner being, we're talking about your inner guidance. You have an inner guidance. Yes. Now, the only thing that was required of you after that was to listen. Let me read that. Now, the only thing that was required of you after that was to listen. Listen to your emotions. Guide you from one experience to the next. And as you become more aware of those feelings that allow your inner being unlimited access, that allow your inner being, your inner guidance, unlimited access to your focus point, what you be focusing on, y'all. I keep saying it, focusing on. The more you become aware of how to create your reality by intuitive creativeness. When you act vibrationally, your inner being always gives freely. You are never alone or in lack of any resource. You need to experience a joyful, abundance, and lovable life experience. Yes, you do. And I'm doing that all the time. That's why we manifest the fabulous, baby. Yes. Okay, you only have to stay focused on your vibrational reality to create within the physical reality. As above, so below. Anything is in perfect, not anything, let me read that. As above, so below. Everything is in perfect order as it should be, by divine order. We each design our own hell or heaven based upon our belief of self. Let me repeat that. We each design our own hell or heaven based upon our belief of self. Our belief, our inner knowing of self. Even if you don't know, it's still a knowing. Because you creating based upon what you are acting upon. Yeah. Even if you're doing things out of ignorance and just saying, well, I'm just going to go through the motions and everybody else is doing it. You deciding these things for yourself. It doesn't matter what everybody else is doing. You have to do what's best for you. Okay. That's that. Okay, also I want to say that I'm still going to be going in on the sex transmutation, how our root chakra, how our sexual energy is creating things in our life. Now that's another video, but I'm going to speak upon that a little bit while I'm here. But when we talk about sexual energy, we're talking about the masculine and the feminine energy that's within. See, a lot of people get confused and they think masculine means like a boy or a male, and feminine mean woman or female, or, you know, woman or girl. But when we're talking about masculine and feminine, we're only talking about negative and positive. That's it. We're not talking about nothing else. When you're talking about spirituality, you have to not look at things for what you've been told. So when we're talking about sexual energy, we're talking about the ability to create using energy. And yes, a lot of things that do, well, I'm not going to say a lot of things, but that's how a lot of creative people are able to be so creative, because, you know, those urges, when you have urges to really want to be sexually active, it's an energy, it's rising. But the thing about a lot of people who have these sexual energies and stuff like that, they don't use it. They don't use it like we would do it. What they do, they use their energy towards creating things like, you know, like a business or whatever. It helps them stay focused instead of, you know, depleting themselves and being tired or whatever. They use all that energy that they have towards their project or, you know, whatever they're working on to accomplish or manifest within their lives with their energy. It's a good energy. But we have been taught to, like, when we have the urge to release it by getting in contact with some, you know, the opposite party or the same, because, you know, they do have the same. But yeah, sex is all about creating. You're creating things within the material world and within the physical world. Spiritual world. But as far as the content reading, do I have anything else that I want to talk about? That's it. Yeah. I've been wonderful, you guys. I've been wonderful because I've been really keeping my focus. And you know what started the whole process is I had to release things. You know, I had like a long conversation with myself, and I had to get things in order within myself first. I couldn't allow any more illusions, which were other people ideas or how other people live in their life. I couldn't let that be the determining factor of how I was living my life. I had to do things how I had to do it. And I had to first talk to myself first. I had to talk to myself. I really had to be really truthful, genuine with myself first. And that's how it goes. You have to be genuine with yourself first, because if you lie to yourself, then you sitting there just making things harder for yourself. Nobody else make things harder for you but you when you lie to yourself. So you always have to be honest with yourself, regardless of whatever, you know, the repercussions are going to be towards another person, or should I say towards you. But yeah, I'm about to get to working on that video of the sexual energy in the root chakra. So I guess I'll see y'all in a minute with Manifesting Fabulous. Mwah.